How are you doing, math learners? This is your free access math teacher Ash, and welcome to ML with Sir Ash. Today's lesson, we're going to discuss decimals. Do you know what is a decimal? Or perhaps you know how to add or subtract decimals. But if you don't, then finish this video, I will teach you how. But before anything else, hit that subscribe button and notification bell for you to be updated of the School Clear Math videos just like this. Hello Math learners! Welcome to another session here in Math Learning with Sir Ash. Today, we're going to discuss the most essential learning competency-based lesson for Quarter 1, Week 5 of the Grade 7 Mathematics, and that is all about decimals, specifically adding and subtracting decimals. Question is, how do we add and subtract decimals? Now, decimals, adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing is already taught when you were still in elementary. This is taught when you were in grade 6. Though sometimes, most of you have forgotten how to add or subtract decimals. So, today, we will have a quick recap or refresher for you to be enlightened and reminded of how this topic goes. Okay, now decimals, this is another form of a rational number. However, the decimals that is being accepted in rational numbers are those repeating decimals and terminating decimals. Now, the question is, how do we add decimals? Now, decimals are those numbers with a decimal point, of course. Okay. Now, if we have an example, let's say 5.2. Okay. So, it means that your ones digit is 5 and this is your tenths digit. So, this is read as 5.2 or 5 and 2/10. Okay? So, there is a 5 whole number and a decimal that is 0.2 or 2/10, which is, if you convert this into a fraction, that is 5 and 2/10 or 5 and 1/5. Now, if you don't know how to convert these things, well, you can see my video in the elementary playlist. Okay? Now, let's go to the topic, how to add and subtract decimals. Okay, math learners, we have here 3 examples for adding decimals and 3 examples for subtracting decimals. Now, remember that in adding and subtracting decimals, the rules are the same. When you add decimals, you just add. When you are subtracting decimals, you just subtract. But how you add and how you subtract, the rules are the same. Okay, how does this goes? The very safe or the safest way in adding or subtracting decimals is to arrange them in a column form. We have here 21.35 plus 8.7 or 21 and 35 hundredths plus 8 and 7/10. How do we do that? What we will do is we just write it in a column form. Now, in writing it in a column form, remember that your decimals must be aligned. So, since this is our decimal point for the 21.35, for the 8.7, we will just put it 8.7 here. And then, we add them. Okay? So, when the decimals are aligned, therefore, your final answer has a decimal that is also aligned there. And then, what you will do is you just apply the way you are adding numbers in whole numbers. Okay? So, how to add this one? There is no number here. Now, for you to have a safe way in adding, those digits or those numbers that have different digits, what you will do is you can add zeros in order for it to be parallel. Okay? So, since there is no number here, we add 0. Okay? So, we can do 5 plus 0, that is 5. 3 plus 7, that is 10. And we carry the 1. So, we regroup. Okay? Then, 1 plus 1, that is 2. Plus 8, that is again 10. And we carry again 1. So, 2 plus 1, that is 3. Giving our final answer as 30.05 or 30 and 5 hundredths. Easy, right? Now, let's go to the second example. We have 3.5 plus 4.7. Now, since these are the same, they have the same number of digits, so what we will do is, they are already aligned, the decimals. So, we just add them immediately. So, 5 plus 7, that is 12. Carry 1. So, 4 plus 3 plus 1, and that is 8. So your final answer is 8.2 or 8 and 2/10. Easy, right? Now, let us go to our final example. We have 0.77 plus 1.5. So in here, since they don't have the same number of digits, we will add a 0 here for it to be the same. So 7 plus 0, that is 7. 7 plus 5, that is 12. 1 plus 0 plus 1, that is 2. Then, you just copy the aligned decimal place and your final answer is 2 and 27 hundredths or 2.27. Easy, right? So that is just how you add decimals. Now, let us go in subtracting decimals. The same concept, you will write them in a column form. So 7.3 minus 4.1, what you will do is, you write them in the column form where your decimals are aligned. So the decimals are here. Okay. So 3 minus 1, that is 2. 7 minus 4, and that is 3. So your final answer is 3.2 or 3 and 2/10. Easy, right? Now, let's go to the second example. We have here 10 and 7 minus 3. Now, how do we write this in a column form? Remember that 10 is a whole number. 7.3, only 7 is the whole number. In whole numbers, the decimal point is after the whole number. So, since this is 10, the decimal point is after here. Okay? So, minus 7.3, so that is 7.3. So, that is subtraction. Since the numbers are not the same, so we will add 0 here. So that your decimal places are the same as to the subtrahend. Okay. So, 0 minus 3 cannot be, right? So, this will borrow 1 from the 0 here. But since this is 0, this will also borrow another here. So, this will become 10. The 10, okay, the 10 will be borrowed by 1 by the second 0. So, this 10 now will become 9. Okay. So, that is 10 minus 3, 7. And then 9 minus 7, that is 2. So, you have 2.7 or 2 and 7/10. Now, if you add this 1, for you to check whether your answers are correct, do you add this answer to your subtrahend. So, 7 plus 3, that is 10. Carry 1. So, 1 plus 2 plus 7, and that is 10. That's correct. Now, let us go to our final example. We have 6.35 minus 2.15. Now, they have the same number of digits after the decimal place, so we just subtract them. So, 5 minus 5, that is 0. 3 minus 1, that is 2. You copy the decimal place, the decimal point. 6 minus 2, and that is 4. So, your answer is 4.20 or 4.2. They are just the same. Okay? So, the concept of adding and subtracting decimals is very easy, my dear math learners. If you do have some questions, you can just ask me in our comment section below. Now, this is the time that I will challenge you whether you have understood our topic, and here it is. Okay, math learners, I hope you have a wonderful time learning our topic for today. This is still your free access math teacher Ash. And always remember, it is fun to learn mathematics if we are together learning. Thank you so much, God bless, and keep safe always. Congratulations, math learners, for arriving to this part of the video. If you think that this video have helped you, click that like button. And if you think that this channel can change the way you see mathematics, do not forget to click the subscribe button and notification bell. Thank you.